Okay. You buy the order from supplier. So you have some deals with them that the payment that you want to make to them will be in installment. So whenever you print a purchase order, you want to print that installment information. Correct? So that will come as a data set. Clear what data sets are? Any question? Just in simple terms, if you want to print one record, that can be done without the data set. But if you want to print the record, entire record, for that we need data sets.
Okay. I think our in this time we have to data because some of them do in the report.
Oh yeah, okay. So definitely. So the same logic is applied there in your where you're using data sets. Yeah. Okay. So I will now share the screen. I will directly explain it to you what extension. So there are two types of data set.
That's what my mom mentioned. So ini aku coba sini coba lewat mana yang nak apa gimana apa sih itu จะต้องนิ้วไหนพี่ต้องใช่ป่ะเดี๋ยวแชร์ไป Okay.
All right.
All right.
It's getting recorded, right? My voice.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll open the LN UI. Now there are two types of data set. Okay. One is query and another is data set. Another is other. The name is other. The functionality is same. Query will also behave the same way others behave. But what is the difference? If my query is straightforward, simple, then I use query. If the query is simple. But if there is a selection from TX table, TD table, TC table, if I have selection from multiple tables, we use other. Clear?
Okay.
So there are two types of data set, other and query. They behave same. There is no difference. But the usage, when do you use other and when do you use query? In my report designer career that I've done, I have rarely used queries because there is no requirement to have a data set for simple queries. You always need to have selection on multiple tables. So others is most frequently used. Okay. So let's see now one by one. I will show you both. Data set are, you can define or declare data set in report extensions. Okay. So we will now go ahead and first work on report extension. Yeah. So let's take a use case, okay, first. We can take this example. So what I'm trying to do now, the same example I will use that I just explained. That whenever I print this item, I also want the information about the purchase order lines. So when I print this item, At the bottom, I want the information about purchase order line. That is our use case. Okay. So how to do that? Let's see. First of all, as I told you, it belongs to my report. Okay. So I will have to know the report to write the extension. Where will I write the extension of data set? On the items report, correct? So first I need to know the report code. So this is my report code. Let's create the extension for this. TCIBD. Okay, I go to extension. I will say new. My extension point will be report. Okay. And TCIBD item summary report I'm using. What is my use case? In my item summary, I want to display all the procurement order belonging to that item. That's my use case. Okay. So if I open this item summary extension, whenever I have to make any change, I have to check out the extension. Okay, like we saw. Now, for data sets, so I'm directly explaining data sets. Okay, this table selection and all, I will take it later after some time. So we have to first declare the data set, right? As I said, there are two types of data set, query and other. So let's do the query first.
ดูเดี๋ยวได้เลย
Huh?
สกิปฟอร์ดดูเดี๋ยวได้
Do other?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, sure. Okay, so let's go say new and create other. Okay. We will give the data set as PO line detail. This is the name of my data set, PO line detail. Okay. And now this is my data set where I have to implement the logic. Okay. Now what am I doing? Select TDPUR 401. 401 is your purchase order line. Okay. So what fields we will print? Let's see. GTM. So let me first show you on the Excel that how I want it to be.
แบบเดียวอันแต่ต้องเขียนที่มันเป็นคิวรี่อ่ะเราก็ทำแบบวิพากษ์ธรรมดาเลยเพราะมันแค่หนึ่งเทเบิลจะเป็นต้องมีทีถ้าเป็นแบบแรกก็ทำแบบดีพอร์ตดีไซเนอร์ปกติ
So, okay. These columns are getting printed automatically, right? Let's see if I can paste them. It comes in one line. Oh God. So let's say item type,
you can copy like that. I will tell you.
search key. Just a minute. It will take a minute. And product class. Okay. Now let's see. This information is already getting printed right here. This information is already getting printed. Now after this will be my item code. Let's say ABC001 is my item code. And this is the information. Okay. Now what I want my, 1 minute. I'm just thinking if this is the correct example. Okay, let's try. If I want my report, the data set to print PO number, PO line, order quantity, and what fields do we take? What of the business partner? Name of the business partner? Okay. So we take OTBP, like the business partner and its name, okay? Okay. So this is the field we will take. We will display here the PO, how many POs are applicable for this item. Okay. So now what I will do, I have selected the data set as, okay, I have selected the data set as other. I have given the name to my data set, and let's write a select query. So every field I want to display on the report, I have to select it. So first is order number. So I'm selecting Orno, comma, TDPUR 401 dot line number, TDPUR 401 dot. So Pono we are selecting OTBP. Then what do I want to display? I'm selecting position, order number, order quantity I want, right? So let's go to order quantity, QOOR, okay? So I have selected all the fields that I want. Now, you cannot use these fields as it is. It should be a part of your data set. Whatever field you use should be a part of your data set, okay? So I have to declare or create calculated fields. So ext.orno, ext.position, ext.otbp, and ext.QOOR. Okay. So these are I'm holding this. So whatever value in a data set, it is a rule. Whatever value you select, you have to hold in the variable which should belong to data set. Okay. Now how to declare these variables? These are the calculated fields. So I say new and I say calculated field. Okay. I give the name here. So ext.orno, order number. Okay. I give the domain tc.orno, and I give the data set to which it belongs. So it belongs to PO line data set. Is it clear? Again, it is a thumb rule. The data you are printing, right? You're creating a data set. So it should belong to the data set, the variables that you use. I think Kunsakwal has a question.
Okay, thinking about the data set, so it's into the link, right? The
So-
variable on this scheme you get from the link of the data set.
Yeah, but you cannot use these variables as it is. You have to hold it in a variable. And this variable should be a part of your data set. Only then the report will identify that it is coming from data set.
Okay. My question, I just try to understand it. What the sequence do we need to create the calculate field first, or we create the data set?
You create the data set first and then create the calc. That is how I do.
Okay.
Because I know how many fields I want to select.
Okay.
And then I create those many calculated fields. Are you following?
I have a question in the data set. Please go back to the data set.
Yeah.
In the syntax, right? Same.
I have not
same
completed. I have not completed right now.
Okay.
It's
And
pending.
We can use the select condition, right? Same
Yeah.
where.
Yes, that is what I'm completing this. Yes.
Okay.
Let me complete this. So what I'm doing, I've selected these many fields from
Where?
TDPUR 401, where TDPUR 401 dot under,
Right?
huh?
Same like SQL command.
Yes.
Okay.
Dot item is equal to TCIBD 001 dot item. Now, how am I getting TCIBD? I'm printing the item report. So I will have the item, right? So I'm mapping here item. Is this clear? What am I doing? Can I explain again if you want?
Can go to the calculate field first and trying to mapping the.
See, first what you do, you always write what you want in selection. Always write that first. Then whatever variable you want to print, you use it. Declare the variable as calculated field and assign your data sets.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we go to the data set group, the query result will store in this
Yes.
variable, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So see, if I'm printing item here,
Yes.
okay, then I'm printing the group. This is the data set. Correct? Here I'm printing PO, line, quantity, and etc. Okay. So this is group belonging to data set. No. So this variables also should belong to the data set. And hence we declare the variable and assign it to data set. Is this clear now?
Okay. Let me explain and
Yeah.
ก็หลักการง่ายๆก็คือว่าเราไปเด็กแคร์เอาใหม่คือเราคงไม่ดีแคร์ฟิลก่อนเนาะเพราะเรายังไม่รู้แต่ว่าเราทำเช็ค data ก่อนให้รู้ว่าเราอยากได้ data อะไร data แล้วเรากำหนดว่า data ตัวนี้เก็บไว้ในตัวแปรไหนพอเรารู้ว่า data ตัวนี้เก็บในตัวแปรไหนเนี่ยก็มาเขียนตัวแปรนี้ใน calculate fill ทีนี้ใช่คือเวลาทุก selection ของมันเนี่ยมันจะข้างหน้าเป็นชื่อ fill form table แล้วก็ store variable โอเคเราเขียน syntax แบบนี้เนาะจากนั้นเราก็เอาตัว variable ที่เราจะเก็บเนี่ยมัน declare ไว้มันอยู่ข้างล่างใช่โอเค
Okay. So first,
Question. How to know if the command or syntax or the condition used for the form and where? How to know or syntax of
okay. Where can you find it is what you're asking. I think it comes with practice. That's one thing. But this is the basic syntax. Select from where.
Okay.
And then select do and select.
Yes.
This is a basic. But then you can also group the data. You can sort the data order by
Yes.
ascending, descending. You can do that. So that I think you can see in programmer's guide, in which I showed it to you on LN Studio. Or then it comes with experience. I think we don't have a guide to identify the selection query because there can be too many. We can put the joints, left join, right join. Yeah, that's why. I think.
Continue.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, can we put the static condition constant or the constant value to the where cost? Okay.
Yeah, but right now I don't. If you put a constant, then if that selection is not there, if you don't select that item, suppose if I put a constant here, then it will not be going to select do, right? Yeah. Okay. Now other thing that I want is, so I have order number, position, business partner, quantity. I also want business partner name, right? Correct?
Yes.
So I will have to select the business partner table. I know the table code, that's why I directly wrote. But you can go to business partner, click the business partner. Select what table it is. So it is TCCom 100, okay? You go to GTM. Okay, and I want to print the name also, right? Name of the business partner. So I select TCCom 100.nama.
จอยได้
เหมือนไอ้ที่เราพูดกันแต่ต้องลองว่า syntax เป็นไง
ทำไมเขาไม่ทำจอยไปเลยวะทำเซฟถูก Why don't you do the joy syntax? Why you select and then select again?
Because I wanted to keep it simple.
Oh, okay, keep it.
A simple key.
Yeah. So you can use S set with one row because such business partner can be only one, right? In your master, and hence. Now, whenever we want to write the data in data sets, we give a keyword write dot additional dot row. This is the one function that you indicate the program to write the data in report. Okay.
To store in the data set, right?
to pass this write additional rows to data set to the report.
Or to affect to the report.
To affect to the report. So write additional rows, correct? Now I have created ext or no as my calculated field. Okay. Let's create others. ext.pono.
แล้วเป็นน่าจะแบบเป็นรากหวานหักหวาน
เพราะมันรู้อยู่แล้วว่ามันต้องใช้
อันนี้เพียวโปรแกรมมิ่งมันเทคนิคเกิดเป็น
คนเขียนในวิชวลโปรเขียนง่ายกว่า
Again, I'm giving it my data set value. Now suppose if I declare this variable and if I don't give the data set, no, I cannot use it on report. Clear, right? Okay. Now let's declare others also. OTBP.
festival จะตรงข้ามนี่ยากแต่ออกไปได้งาน festival คุณง่ายเลยแค่งานยากใช่เดี๋ยวป้าเป็น
ถ้าแบบอันนี้คนเดียวที่น่าจะใช้
ง่าย
เป็นส่วนกลาง
ต้องเป็นแบบนั้นแหละ
We have this pending.
ตรงนี้ตัดชื่อดีกันแบบนะมีมือที่บอกว่า member what does mean element is like a member of the like a member of number of member in the element right ก็มันตัวแปร
What is number of member? What?
element what does it mean element
Where is element?
In the declare
in the extension
attention
Okay.
in the calculate field in the
Okay.
email
one it's always one
Yeah, this is I think for that. If we have, so if you know, how do I explain this?
It's
I will
like
have to think of
it's like a enumerate right that we have the
Depth.
okay the concept เอาไว้ one
Okay. Now I have declared all the variable.
yeah
I'm just initializing them. Okay.
initialize เปลี่ยนง่ายคือก็จะประกาศแล้วต้อง initial ไว้
อินิเชียลตัวแปรตัวไหนคนละเหมือนดีแคลทั้งคนอ่ะ
ใช่แต่บางภาษามันไม่ต้องมีแค่
ภาษาโบราณที่สอง
ไม่มันต้อง initial ตัวแปรคือประกาศตัวแปรแล้วต้อง initial ตัวแปร
Oh, one mistake is here.
ใช้ตัวแปร
รีพอร์ต I think name
Yes.
แต่ที่ว่าไม่น่าสับสนลืมใส่เนมไม่ถูกเนมไม่จำเป็นต้องไม่ได้เนมถูกไหม
ภาษาอังกฤษ
Okay, I will do a quick recap also. 1 minute. Okay.
We serve the friend to function by. Okay, and then you miss the parameter decided.
No. So it is only row, write additional row,
Addition.
not rows. Okay. So just a quick recap what I did. I created a data set first, meaning I'm grouping the data in a data set. Then I wrote my query that what value do I want to pick up? Okay. Then these variables, we always assign the data set value to a variable. Okay. So this variable must be declared here as a calculated field. And we need to assign the variable to the data set. Only then we can use it on the report. Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay. So this is what we have done as a part of extension coding. Okay. Now let's use this on report. So if you see the report designer, you don't see data set anywhere. Okay. If I click this, I don't see data set options. Correct?
Yes.
So let's now reprint. So again, this I have made the changes in my report extension. Okay. So I should be in that activity. So if you remember the activity concept from our initial yeah, my I think it is restored. Yeah, it is restored. Okay. So now let's print the item. So right now I have only declared the extension, the data set. I have not taken it on my report. Okay. So let's print this. I will personalize report and say print. Okay. All right. Now, once this detail is printed, after this, I want to start printing my data set. Is it correct? So as per my example, once your item is printed, after that, my data set should print, correct? So what I will do, I will initialize my data set after this. So I create a new layout. I click on this. Morning. The problem started after they all left. All right. Sharing my screen. So is my audio fine, right? Audio is fine, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I need your coffee.
Oh, okay. Coming back here, let me connect to my activity. Okay, it's already there.
You lost
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
ที่มันที่มีอะไรต้องคุยกับปิดกับปอมหรือก็คุยกับพิโย
เรื่องไหนเหรอ
เอาประกาศอ๋องั้นเดี๋ยวเราได้จบสัก
เดี๋ยว
ที
เรา
หนึ่ง
น่าจะแค่
ง่ายแต่ของปอพี่ยังไม่ได้คุยกับท่านเจอที่เดี๋ยว
เดี๋ยวเป็นผู้ที่ชาผู้ที่ชาเราเลยคอมข้อมูลจากคอมจากที่บ้านพี่น้องโอเค
งั้นสักช่วง8 โมงหรือ8 โมงครึ่งดีไหม
Okay. So we were here. What I want to do now, after printing the item data, I want to print my data set. Okay. So after this, I will create a new layout to print the data set. Now, do you see these options enabled here? Data set and data set to print, correct? So I will select the data. Now again, before going ahead, what is my requirement? I want to print, this is item related information which is already getting printed. After this, I want to print the header also, right? Otherwise, how will I understand what value is what? So in my data set, I have 3 options: header, detail, and then footer if needed to print the total from the data set. So first what I will do, this information is already getting printed. To print this information, first I will create the header of data set. Okay, let's do that. So I select the data set and then I select what data set type I want to print. So I want to first print header, correct? Now here I will take my data set values. Yeah, if you see, this belong to the data set that we created, correct? So let's take the label here because it is a header. Then we have line number. Then we have order quantity. Then we have business partner.
ส่งมาก่อนนะ
And at the end, we have business partner name.
เปิดให้นะให้เขาให้เซอร์ส่งมาก่อน
Are you following till here?
Yes, yes.
Now, one catch. The data set related fields you cannot copy in any other layout. I cannot copy it here because it dedicatedly belongs to data set, right? Do you agree to this? So this data set, this value belongs. So if you remember in the extension, we mapped this variable to data set. And now here I'm using it under there. I can only use it under it if I have mapped it in my extension. If I mapped it under the extension, I can't use it anywhere else. So if I copy this and try to place it here, I can't. Clear? Okay. Now we created the header. Simply, let's create another layout called detail. So I say new. Again, I will map my data set here. And this time I'm creating detail. Clear? Clear? Now let's map the fields here. I'm actually taking the field, not the label. So first is order number. Okay, ext.orno has come. Then my order line. Okay, then the quantity. Then business partner. And then the business partner name. Clear? I make it 2. So right now I don't want to print any footer because I don't have any totals to print. Clear? Let's save this and run this. Problem. 1 minute. I have ignored my, so okay, one more here sample. I have set the disable user. So and hence I cannot. Okay, let me go ahead and enable it for this report or for any report in general. I go to tools, personalization, report personalization. I click any report. I go to reference and say disable and I uncheck this. Not disable, okay? Acha, for you also. Okay. So right now the table the personalization would be saved. Okay. I come here and now let me try to save it. Okay. It is saved successful. Okay. Now let us print the data. So let us first find out the items which have purchase order. Okay. So I go to purchase order intake workbench. And this is my item. Okay. Let's see how many orders has this item. Okay. There are 20, 36. There are 4 orders, 4 different orders. So let's print this item. I go to item. I select it. What is my requirement? To print the item detail and on top of it, how many orders are there. So let's print this.
And why he enter detail the
One minute.
where ไปรูปแบบมีไฟกิ้งโฟโต้
แต่ที่ยังจะแบบว่าenter detail แล้วก็
เกตเตอร์คือเหมือนกับโปรแกรมอะไรแคลคูลเลชันเดียวอันนั้นมันเรียกว่าเฮดเดอร์
เพื่อเป็น label
ใช่
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 detail เพื่อเป็น
เป็น
transaction
ใช่transaction ไว้
แต่ footer
ตัวนี้ได้อีกที
อ๋อโอเคได้ยินเข้าใจได้
I just want to see why it is not triggering my extension. 1 minute. Oh, data set to print is set. Oh, let me go back to design. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, now the data set is triggered. It is selecting the value. I'll simply continue. Yeah. Do you see the output? We can go ahead and print for two different items. Okay, let's try that. And then one small change, which I forgot initially I made, I'll explain it. Yeah.
Okay, we select the multiple two item. One is required.
So what will happen? First item, then the data set, second item and data set. Can I try that?
Yes.
Okay. So we have this item, okay, this item. And let's see the order which doesn't have this item. So I go here and say is not equal to this. So I have so many items. Let's select that, this one. But the challenge is to find it under items. I'll have to navigate, right, to find under items. Let's take the item which are back to back. So it is easy. Let's see if there are any orders with this item. Oh, there are none.
ใช่เรื่องนี้เดียว
เดี๋ยวที่ต้องเหมือนเขาอัพโหลดตอนที่ชั้นสองเข้าไปเข้ามาถึงสี่มันใช่ถ้าคุณมีการในสิเล็กข้อมูลยากผมเพราะมันไม่สามารถเสิร์ฟสิเล็กก็เสิร์ฟแบบสิเล็กจะมีสิเล็ก
มันไม่ใช่การมาเป็นตัวเด็กตัวนี้
เป็นเขียนได้ตรงนี้ไม่เป็นไร
Okay. So what I will do, I will select the cost items. I will select this item 1 and the office, starting with office. This one, office supply stationery, okay? 2 items. So in the intake workbench, this office supply stationery has some orders. Okay, so many orders are there. Okay. And our item also has 4 orders. This one. It was not this. Yeah, the Dell one, okay. This one. Dell 5450. Okay. Let's print these 2 items. I go to items. I selected the stationery and the other one that I selected was 5450. 5450. Okay. Let's print them. I don't want to debug anything, so I have stopped the debugger and let's print it. Yeah. So if you see, one item has 4 orders and the second item, which is stationery, this one, it has so many orders.
I'm trying to can you go up?
Mm-hmm.
The data set header is order number right.
Mhm.
My is the level like header right. Order number line, order quantity, business
Mhm.
partner.
Mm-hmm.
This is because
This is a header of data set. Yeah.
and the detail is 70, 36,
89 and 196 is a value of that data set.
And what is the footer?
Footer is not there. If we want footer, we can print.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I go to designer. So I can add a footer here, new. Okay. And I just put 1 line and say this is the footer, a simple text. Is that okay? Okay.
Okay.
Let's try.
Kind of data set condition. I'm not sure we need to select the detail to the footer, right?
Sorry.
Please select and the data set.
And the data set should be changed from the
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Let's print this.
If you would like to print the total quantity of detail EXT, Q, O, or R.
Okay. We have aggregate function for that, but I'm just checking.
There's a lot of footer with detail last time. Data
set.
There is aggregate function for that, which we can use to print the total, okay? But I'm just figuring it out where the value is. Okay, for now, this will print the last quantity, okay?
Okay.
So I'm selecting this 5450. So I'm printing 2 items, okay?
ที่ไม่ได้เพราะว่าตะเกียบฟังก์ชันมันมีซัมมีเอเวอร์เรสมีเซนดัต
Yeah. Do you see this? This is footer. This is a footer information.
I think the last one, the last record for the footer that we show. So we need to have the calculate field.
Summarize.
We can do
Okay.
that. Yeah. From the extension also, right? But in report designer, we have aggregate functions also. So I will check where is that available. But of course, in the extension, you can sum it up and show it here. This is what the data set is. And we can, of course, by designer, we can put the lines and all, make it look more pretty. Clear?
ต้องลองเขียนดิ
Any questions? Clear?
Data set.
I don't know if he understood.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, one point that I changed, that I just wanted to show. Okay, so if you know, initially when I printed the data set, it did not show me the result. Okay.
Sorry.
So initially when I printed the data set, it did not show me the result.
Did show
It did not show me the result. You remember when I printed the data set, it didn't show me any result initially. Then I changed something.
Yeah.
You remember that? No, I think.
Can you repeat again? So did not show the
Okay, 1 minute. If I,
result.
okay, 1 minute.
Okay.
So what I do, I select this item. So when the first time that I showed it to you, the data set was not printed, right? For the first time.
Yes. Okay.
Then I told you that I did something to change that. You don't remember. Okay. So if you see data set is not printed now.
Yes. Okay.
So what actually happens is in data set, you need to define the data set should print from where. You need to initialize the data set. So I initialized that start printing the data set from here. So what I did, I created a detailed record and I just said data set to print and I select the data set.
Yes.
And after that, so this is the initialization step.
Okay.
Understood? And after that, I declared my data set,
Okay.
one after the other. Okay.
Oh, we should have the create an empty layout for the
Yes.
data set.
Yes. You need to give the initialization point to data set.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, how will the data set know that it has to print now? Correct? Yeah. So-
We created the layout.
Yeah. We created the layout, but we did not initialize the starting point of it.
Okay.
Now I want to ask one question to you on this. Okay. If suppose you want to, so this is a report that is getting printed, let's say of your purchase order. Okay. So this has purchase order header information and PO line. Okay. And this is your header, original header. Now this has your purchase order line detail. Okay. And this has your
The
after field.
other field.
After field will have total.
Mhm.
Now after this, if I want to print the data set, then where do you give the initial point? Where do you tell the data set that, okay, now start
Okay,
printing? Yeah, where?
At the detail level. Oh, no, you mean to start the
Yes,
data set in the
after report. You are right. So that is where it is important to give the starting point that, okay, to inform data set that you can now start printing. And then you can have the sections anywhere.
Okay.
In the detail, correct? So you can initialize anywhere. The sections can be under detail. Confused?
If the questions, if I visualize the data set at the after report, but we use the data set above in the detail layout, can you do this?
So the data set declaration.
Yeah.
So
So we have to declaration for each
you can declare anywhere,
anywhere, right?
but at what point it should start printing, you need to define. Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to understand.
No, I will explain 1 minute.
Because we can declare the data set initialize anywhere, right?
Initialize anywhere, but the printing of data set can be done in detail only. I mean, the declaration you are
Okay.
doing, no.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, declaration will be in detail.
Okay, understood.
You can explain them.
Okay. ก็ตัว data set อะที่เราจะมาใช้ใน report เนี่ย เราต้องดีแคร์ก่อน การดีแคร์ตัวเนี้ยจะไว้ตรงไหนก็ได้นะก็เป็นแบงค์อะไรก็ได้ แต่พอเราดีแคร์เสร็จปุ๊บเราก็ต้องมา mapping ในการที่จะแสดงผลคือ2 สเต็ปแรกคือดีแคร์ตรงไหนก็ได้ ส่วนสเต็ป2คือเอามาใช้ uses ก็คือไปตรง data set ที่มันเป็นโอเค
So you can declare anywhere initial point,
Yeah,
meaning initialization anywhere, but the declaration should happen in detail only.
okay.
Clear? And in detail, we can have 3 segments: header, detail, and footer. Any questions on data set?
So we cannot use the data set at the after report, right? Or header. We can.
I have not tried in after report, but I think you can initialize in after report and use it in detail. Initialize in after report and declare it in detail, right? It will work. It should work.
I would like to. Okay, in my experience, we may need the data set in the header in some time.
Okay.
Use in the footer in some time. So understand that.
Okay, so you can initialize there. Okay, you can inform data set that print after header. You can initialize there or initialize in footer. But the segment, this declaration should be done in detail only. Clear? So, okay. If I do one thing is, we don't have a footer here actually, we only have a header. So if suppose I create a new header, okay, then I can declare the data set. I can tell the data set that, okay, you start printing after header. Clear this much?
Yes.
I can tell data set that you start printing after header, okay? And I will put the print condition as 0 here because I have already initialized above, right, in the header. Is this clear?
But
I'm initializing here.
But I would like to print the data set in the header after header 1.1. Can I do?
Yeah, that's what we are doing now.
Okay.
So I'm initializing here, meaning what I'm telling data set that's now start printing. So after header 1 is printed, my data set will be printed.
Can you demonstrate?
Okay.
Demonstrate by adding the one more header after header 1.1.
Okay.
Okay, and can we use the data set here?
See, data set initialization is one thing. Data set declaration is one thing. You can initialize, meaning you can invoke the data set after header.
Okay.
That we have already done. If you see here.
Okay.
So I have instructed data set that, okay, after header 1, you start printing.
Okay.
But the declaration that how should it print
in detail
will always come in detail. You declare always in detail, but it will start printing after header. Clear or no?
Okay, the first one we
need to initialize.
Initialize for the trigger.
Trigger, yes.
For the trigger, right?
Yes.
For the second one, we have to declare. So the declare is
Always in detail. Yes.
But I would like to print it in the header 1, 2. Can we?
In header 1.1, right?
1.1.2 or 1.2.
See.
Because maybe I have the data set that we have the calculate field or aggregate field. We would like to use the data set to print on the header 1.2. Maybe in
yeah, you are right. So you have initialized 1.1, right?
Yes.
So see how it will happen, I'll tell you. Once your header gets printed, header 1 printed, okay? Now what is there? Header 1.1 is there, which is data set. Yes. So by default, after header 1, your data set will be printed. So here you will have a PO order, then line, etc. Okay. Then the detail of it, and then the footer that we gave. And after that, details will start printing.
So we can put the data set in the header 1.1, like just confirm my understanding.
It will come after the header only.
Okay.
It will come after header. Yes.
So come after header, but the header 1.1 is after header 1, right?
It will come after header 1.
Okay, correct.
We can
Understood.
try this. So if you see, my header had the description, correct? Let me open the personalization for you. Okay. If you see, my header has this information, correct? the item description and all of this. So that is printed till here. And after that, my data set started till here.
But this data set is declared in the detail set, detail layout, right?
You only declare it in detail, but when you invoke that, okay, after header 1, start printing. So it will start printing after header 1.
Okay, I just partial understanding. Okay, if we have the two declaration or two initial,
To initialization,
what happened?
it will print twice.
Oh, interwise. So okay, understood.
Understood?
So
Trigger.
the initial point
Huh.
will be to be print.
Yes.
If we have two initial point, we will be here and
And
here.
here, yes.
Okay.
But what information you want to print, you always write in detail.
Okay, understood. Okay.
Okay, you can maybe explain.
ทำไมนะ
He's so stressed.
โอเคแป๊บใหม่นะมันมีสองศัพท์คือ initialize กับ declare นะ declare เนี่ยให้ประกาศในดีเทลเริ่มจาก declare จะได้ฟังง่ายประกาศในดีเทลนี่โอเคนะแต่ว่ามี label มีอะไรเงี้ยก็คือเราอยากให้มันยังไงก็ประกาศในดีเทลคราวนี้ในส่วนที่เราประกาศใน declare เราอยากให้ไปโชว์ส่วนไหนบ้างก็คือส่วนที่เราทำ initialize เช่นถ้าเราทำ initialize ข้างบนตรง header มันก็จะปรากฏเป็น header ถ้าทำ initialize อยู่ข้างล่างก็จะไปกดข้างล่างถ้าเราทำทั้งสองส่วนก็จะได้ทั้งสองส่วนโอเค
โอเค
ใช่อยากเข้าใจไงว่า
ไม่ได้ปล่อยดีกว่าต้องแต่เวลา
Okay.
Is it clear?
Clear.
Any questions on data sets? Please feel free to ask if there are any. Because if you try to understand, it is a very simple concept, very simple. He has some questions. So one thing to keep it in mind, you can, in extension, you declare data set, then you write a query. Whatever variable you want should be mapped to the calculated field. Okay. Then you declare the calculated field and tell the calculated field that you are supposed to be used only in this data set and nowhere else, because you create a bunch, right, of the data that should be used only in that data set. Clear? Extension point. Now, when I come to report designer, I want to instruct my designer that, okay, after header 1, we need to print the data set. So we initialize it. We initialize the data set that after header, start printing the data set, initialization. So once the header 1 is printed, the report will understand, okay, now I want to print the data set. So what it will do, it will check what all I have to print. I have to print the header, footer, detail of data set. And then it starts printing one after the other. Initialization can be done everywhere, anywhere, but the declaration, how it should be printed, should be done only in detail.
Okay. Understood. Already explained.
You please explain.
Already.
I don't know.
Declare once and trigger or show anywhere in the initialization point. It is like a point of to start the printing. Initialize the meaning is a starting point of the printing. If you would like to start printing from the above on the header, we just do initialize on the above. Same declaration on here will appear on the above.
Yes.
We also have the initialize number second in the footer. Same information in detail you show under
And the footer.
footer. If we have the two, we see the same information both.
Yes.
Okay. ต้องลอง She would like to try.
Yeah, please. So I can give you one scenario. You can print the business partner report, business partner shot. And then after a BP is printed, you can find out how many orders are there of that business partner. You can try that. Yeah, need to try now.
So Michan, you already close for the data set, right? Because
Close for what?
data set is already complete, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw my boss tell us that tomorrow me, boss, and
They have to
we need to discuss with him tomorrow at the 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
9:30
And when you will be back?
แม่ที่ว่า
ชั่วโมง
30 minutes or 1 hour
So
duration.
then how do we do tomorrow? Like, should I start at 9 or should I come little late?
For example, we don't 10 โมง because we have to have the internal session first. So
You have
can
to
you
do
start
what first?
before meeting to our boss, we have to get an internal discussion.
You have internal
Yes.
discussion. Okay.
So you can start after 10 or 10:30.
You will be back here at
Yes.
10:30 from the meeting.
Yes.
You will come here, no?
So tomorrow we not available from 8 a.m. to 10. So
Okay.
you can start at 10
10.
or 10:30.
10:30. Okay. I'll come at 10:30.
Yes.
So then you are there after lunch.
Yes.
Okay. So tomorrow we cover the topic of generated reports
Yeah.
and report extension a little bit.
Okay.
I think most of it you already know now because data set is important. And then we will see one sample report how to generate from LN Studio. These 3 topics are pending. That's it.
Okay.
We will do tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Friday
About Friday.
Friday, what do you want me to do? Like, do you want to do hands-on on data set on Friday?
So in the theory or the concept we close tomorrow, right?
We close tomorrow.
Okay.
So day after tomorrow, anyway, on the agenda was hands-on.
Okay.
So day after tomorrow, we can have hands-on on report. And if you want personalization.
วันศุกร์เดี๋ยวให้พี่ปีเป็นตัวแทนหมู่บ้านเรา
On Friday, Punpanya is a low video to try to have
Data set. So what we will do tomorrow, whatever we learn in report extension, we can do it on Friday along with data sets.
Okay.
It is very interesting, very nice.
Yeah, it's very big.
Data set.
Tomorrow, this meeting room not available. You can go to the third floor.
I will ask them
Yes, you can.
at the reception.
Third floor. You go to the third floor and the meeting room is on the.
What is the name of the room?
No
No name.
name. Just walk to the end of the walkway.
Okay.
And on the right hand side.
Okay, third
Just
floor.
only one room.
There is only one room, third floor, 10:30 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I
Walk to
will
the
see.
end of walkway.
Yeah, sure, 10:30.
Okay.
Any questions? Anything that you want me to repeat tomorrow, I will prepare if I don't know already.
มีอะไรที่อยากให้อะไรทุกคนหรืออยากดู
มันต้องลองทำแน่นอนจริงมัน
ต้องแฮนด์ออน Okay, they said they would like to start the hand on so they can imagine.
They want to start what?
No. They say that they will try to hand on first. They can imagine better. or
Okay,
understand.
then they have questions.
Yeah, they-
That's great. Okay, I understand. So day after tomorrow, we do hands-on. Okay?
Day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow or tomorrow.
So then, when should I learn? When will you want to learn the? 1 minute. Tomorrow I'm going to cover LN Studio
Okay.
and report extension, small points. Okay.
Okay.
Once these 2 are done, then we are free to do hands-on
Okay.
in the afternoon.
Afternoon you. Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
เราจะคุยเรื่องนายรายต่อไปนายหมดก่อน
บัตเจ็ตของเราคุยพรุ่งนี้ของที่ส่ง